I release fire here. So it turns out that Eivor is in fact as much of a cold-blooded psychopath maniac as he seemed to imply he was, and you do have to face him in this fight. It's a tough fight. He moves fast. He's got a lot of unstoppable hits and a good variety of attacks. So I'm going to talk you through how I managed to beat him. Hopefully the video is going to help you out. If it does, drop me a like below. But obviously your abilities are going to be a big part of taking off big chunks of his health. If you've got a good few adrenaline slots and they're all full up, then you should be able to take him down to about halfway with just your abilities. And then it's all about hitting up the perfect parry. So you just kind of wait for him to come in, hit up the parry, and then get in your hits. But you can see I managed to get in 3 hits there and he came back at me. And then I hit him with the bow and then he went down to the floor. But he's just faking it. So what you actually need to do is anytime you see him crouching on the floor, just pump him full of arrows. And that should do some more damage and stop him being such a cheeky git. And then again, just using the abilities if you've managed to build them up again. And to spin out of the way anytime he's flashing red. So you just need to roll out of the way anytime he's flashing red. Otherwise he grabs you, and if he grabs you, then you need to mash the button much quicker than I did to be able to get out of that hold. As you get used to the speed of the battle, you'll start to just sidestep him instead of rolling out of the way of everything. And if you can do that, you can get in a few cheeky hits to be able to do a little bit of damage. But like I said earlier, you need to look out for any time he's flashing red and just roll out of the way. So it's difficult to get the balance between the two of those. About halfway through his health bar, he'll start to throw his axes at you. And if you've got the battleground bolt skill, then you should be able to pick them up off the floor and fire them back at him to do some pretty good damage. So keep an eye out for those as you see them on the floor. You can see me doing another one there. But as you will have seen earlier, if you spend too much time doing long combos after you get in a chance to hit him, then he will get you back. So you just want to get 2 hits in and get out of the way most of the time. And that'll give you the best chance to get most damage without taking quite so many hits. And then once you get to around about the 30% mark, he takes a bit of a breather and you've got to go and chat to him. But after that, you know you're on the final section of the fight. And then again, you just want to move out of the way, look for things on the floor and fire them back at him. And that will chip away at him. And then whenever he's doing red moves at this stage, you really need to get out of the way because he'll do a double. So you need to roll out of the way of the first one and roll out of the way of the second one. And then he'll just start to back off. And you're aiming for weak spots with arrows. So you can see he's got one on his knee and he had one on his hand a little bit earlier. If you can ping those, then you should be able to do a nice amount of damage. And that was enough to beat Eivor here in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Like I said earlier, hopefully the video helps you out and helps you to beat him. If it does, drop a like below. You can also subscribe to the channel with the link on the left-hand side and watch more of my videos on Assassin's Creed Valhalla with the links on the right-hand side. Leave any comments, let me know how you get on against Eivor, and I will catch you next time.